Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, is brought to you by RockAuto.com. All the parts your car will ever need. BrothersTrucks.com, your #1 source for 1947 to 87 Chevy and GMC truck restoration. Magic Creeper, the most versatile creeper ever. NHOU Undercoating, the official oil-based rust prevention system. And by Custom Auto Sound, the originator of classic car OEM fit radios since 1977.
Cruising right along with Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings. If you've ever done a brake job yourself, okay, you can do most of it yourself, but when it comes to bleeding, you need to throw a buddy in the car and they've got to help you out. If you're home alone, or if you're in a hurry, or you're understaffed at your shop, it's not going to work that way, but here's an invention that's going to change your life. This is called the Fender Lizard. Ryan, what inspired this for you?
Well, what inspired is being a mechanic for 25 years and trying to find that guy to help you bleed the brakes. And the stuff that's out there doesn't really work as well as somebody actually pushing the brake pedal.
And it's expensive to put one of your mechanics up in there just to sit around and wait for you to move around the car and press on the brake pedal. Time is money. And it's dangerous because you've got the car up on a lift most likely. Yep. So you've got a solution here. Tell me about the Fender Lizard.
Well, it's a pneumatic cylinder pretty much that goes in between the brake pedal and the steering wheel. It's actuated with a remote, and you just hook it to shop air, you hook it to 12 volts, off you go to each corner.
Simple as that.
When you push it once, it pushes the pedal, holds it, and then as you crack the bleeder, it'll keep pushing, and then you push it again, it releases.
This is not one of those things you see at the S Seen on TV store. This is the real deal.
Yeah.
How is this made, and where is it made?
We make it, our company, Grave Steel Company. It's all in-house, American made.
What kind of warranty do we have on this?
It has a 1-year warranty, and we offer support, repair support if anything happens.
I know that at the last SEMA show, you guys were just overrun with people coming to look at this.
Yeah.
What has the reaction been like when somebody uses this for the first time?
Oh, they love it. I mean, some people come to our booth and their mouths are gaping open, just going, where's this thing been? My whole life as a mechanic, and a lot of them are retired now, going, dang it, I wish I had that, 25 years ago. But it's out now and people are loving it.
And life-changing for a lot of these people,
yeah.
Money-saving for a lot of the pros as well.
Yeah, and last year at SEMA, this guy came to our booth. He bought one 2 years ago, and we're talking to some people, and he's just like, you gotta buy this. I have one, and it's the greatest thing ever. I saved so much money, and a lot of time, a lot of effort, and it's simple function. It doesn't make a mess, like some of these pressure bleeders and vacuum bleeders do. Like with a vacuum bleeder, when you hook it up to the bleed screw, you can never not see bubbles coming through, so you never know where you're at. And then like pressure bleeders, you have to have all the adapters and all that stuff for all the different mass cylinders. You got the potential of making a mess, getting it on the paint, paying for a paint job. With this, you actually see the stream of fluid coming out. See the last pop of air come out, you know you're good.
Well, thanks, Ryan. Using the Fender Lizard is super simple, and installing it couldn't be easier. What's that process like, Adam?
It's very simple. It's a Velcro strap to the brake pedal. It goes up to the steering wheel. We have a 6-inch adjustment on the top of the plastic unit. It allows for all makes and models. Plug it into the cigarette lighter, 12-volt power source. You can use a jumper box if the vehicle's cigarette lighter's not working, or it doesn't have one. Some of the newer vehicles aren't. After that, you have your key fob remote control right here. That's it. You go down. Obviously, we had this pre-staged. We'd start at the furthest part of the vehicle for bleeding brakes, but it's very simple. We have a bleeder hose on it. We're going to hit the button once. The unit's going to push, and it's going to deadhead on the hydraulic system, and then we are going to open the system. Now that unit is going to keep pushing all the way down to the end of the master stroke. It's got a 6-inch stroke, so it's going to deadhead, and then as you open the system, it's going to keep going all the way down. So
no additional push of the button?
No additional pushes of the button. It's going to stay there, and it's going to be in that position until you're ready.
How cool.
So it's just like somebody sitting in the vehicle with you. There's no yelling at it. There's no having them get distracted, so their foot slipping off of it, they get tired. Once you're ready, easy. Close the system up, hit the button. It's got a spring-operated return as well as your vehicle has a spring assist. So it's going to go back up all the way up to that original beginning stroke. And that way your master cylinder fills with fluid and you're ready to go again. Simple as this. Push the button, open the system, fluid's out.
Perfect. Close
it, hit the button.
If you're a mechanic, it can save you time, it can save you money. If you're a mechanic at home, it can also save your marriage, right?
That's right, exactly. That's why, that's what it's a time saver. It does the job right. Everybody knows that even with vacuum bleeders, at some point you're going to have to come back and redo this sometimes. You can't ever get all the air out of the system with those systems, we found. So this is the best way to do it, and you don't have to pull anybody from the shop, call your best friend from across town, or, as the worst case scenario, maybe the spouse.
Your words, not mine. What used to be a two-person job is now easily a one-person job thanks to the Fender Lizard. You can find it at fenderlizard.com. And you can find more Motorhead Garage presented by NHOU Protective Coatings just around the corner.